Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? I want to welcome you to the Midday Tune-Up. I'm Erica Sutter of Life Coaching 360, and I am passionate about serving individuals, leaders, and organizations. I help individuals reconnect with their ultimate why by getting to the root, and then I show you how to win in that space. I help organizations reconnect with the core of their mission and thrive with a unified vision. Yesterday, you guys, we got to talk about the purposed life. And one of the biggest takeaways, and I encourage you to check it out if you missed it. You can hear it, or if you want to hear it again, you can access it on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But just to give you a quick recap, our imagination is a gift. It is a gift. It is a sneak preview or a sneak peek into God's blueprint for your life. And so don't take it for granted and don't take it lightly. But it gives you something to hope for and to move into. And most importantly, your life is overflowing with purpose. Even if right now in this moment you feel empty, depleted, and you might be asking yourself, why? What's the point? I want you to know that your life is overflowing with purpose and you do have a mission, why you are here. And you are the deciding factor. It's up to you. So no one is going to force you. No one's going to make you move into or receive what God has already promised you. But if you want it, it is yours for the taking. So again, to check out that message or to hear it again, you can go to Facebook at lifecoaching360.org, Instagram at lifecoaching360.org, and YouTube at lifecoaching360. So today, I want to talk to you about destiny or disappointment. Now, you hear a lot about purpose and mission and goals and dreams, and you can hear it so much that it either starts to kind of be one of those things like, well, I've heard that before, it didn't work for me, or not everybody, it's not for everybody. And so I can understand how that can start to either seem old or discouraging. Or for some, you're hungry, so you're excited. So everybody's in a different place. But I want to speak to that person today who you are in the process. You are pursuing your dream, your God purpose. And or you have pursued it, but you've encountered disappointment. Number one, I don't want you to give up. But I want you to know that everything that you are doing, everything you have done has been for your good. So even the disappointments, the failures, the criticisms, the nervousness, the mistakes, all of those things are really for your good. Nothing is in vain. And in it, what's happening is your pain tolerance is building. You're being refined. You're starting to notice the little details and the things to improve on and grow into. I know that in our world, everything looks like it should happen right away. And not only that, our families, there's people like, well, you said you were going to be doing such and such and such. We're not seeing it. Or we measure it by money. You're going after it, but maybe you're not making the income that you thought you would make yet. And so we draw these comparisons. I want to affirm in you that every step, every action, every encounter, every disappointment is working for your good. It is strengthening you, building you, refining you, humbling you, which is a beautiful thing. And I like to think of it as a puzzle piece, this huge, masterful puzzle piece, thousands and thousands of pieces. And sometimes when you work a puzzle, you start on the outer edges and you work your way into the center. And although you might have the box with the pictures, Sometimes you create one small section here and another small section there, eventually to bring it all together to make it a whole piece. And I encourage us to look at this journey like that. We are all our individual puzzles, and then we have the master puzzle builder. And we all need each other. So all the pieces are coming together to form. And so what might seem like a delay to you is only a beginning to someone else. But you and that someone else need to connect to birth forth what God has put inside of you to do. I hope that encourages someone. That encourages me. Because ultimately, you're not in this alone. We are not in this journey alone. We need each other. And for me to carry out what I've been called to do, there might be 3 or 4 other people who God has assigned to help me to do that. Whether it's to speak into me, connect me to someone else, impart wisdom, and then I am assigned to someone else. But if I didn't go through those prior steps or those prior disappointments, then I'm not prepared when it's time for the encounter. I really hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. And so, again, we are all parts of the puzzle, and every piece plays its role. But ultimately, what you have been destined to do, it will be. It will be. But it requires much of you. You may have heard the term, to whom much is given, much is required. What has been entrusted to you requires a lot of you. So you're going to go through many tests, many disappointments. And it's okay to feel the pain and to feel the disappointment, but I need you to know that it's a part of the process. So it doesn't mean give up or I'm done or it's over. No. It's just, what do I take from this situation? What is there to glean from this? And now I use that and I take my next step forward. And maybe 2 steps ahead, there's somebody there who was waiting for me. And so their story now connects to my story. Our puzzle pieces connect. And then it births something. It builds something. It propels me, propels them. I hope you see how it all works together. So though it might be a short-term disappointment, it is not a derailing from what you've been destined to do. And I say all that to say that your blessing and your breakthrough is connected to someone else. So it's, again, we need each other. So I want to give you a few, I call them PowerPoints before I let you go. Seeing is believing. What that means is your imagination is powerful. So seeing it before it's actually manifested, before you can actually touch it and taste it, but being able to see it in your mind, not just the end result, but even the process of getting there. That helps you. That's your motivation. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. There's your encouragement. And your gift, I call it, you guys have heard me talk about this before, that we all have our dish to bring to the world's table. So your platter, your gift opens doors for you, and it grants you access to influential people. So don't get caught up in the hype of the person, but just remember that as you're moving along, your gift is making room for you. It's opening doors for you. So trust the process. Trust the process. Be diligent and be faithful with what you have and watch it expand. And mind your words. Oh, this mouth, this tongue is powerful. You can speak life or you can speak death. You can encourage yourself or you can discourage yourself and someone else. So I encourage you, because whatever you feed on, meaning the words you speak, is what you feed on. That's what you'll be satisfied with. So be honest about what's coming out your mouth. Is this satisfying? Is this speaking into? Is this affirming and producing life? Or is this adding to shame and defeat and discouragement. That doesn't satisfy. So you have the power and the ability to change it. And I encourage you to do so. Again, the tongue is powerful. You can produce life or you can produce death. I don't know if you knew you had that much power, but you do. And I want to just leave you with a bonus. Patience. We all talk about patience. We can never seem to get enough. Sometimes we don't even want to ask for more patience because we don't know what's going to come with that. But I want to encourage you that if patience is what you're desiring, then pray for insight. Again, if patience is what you are desiring, what you are in need of, which all of us can receive some more patience, pray for insight. And this is why. Insight is the capacity to gain an accurate and deep intuitive understanding of a matter. The ability to gain accurate and deep understanding of a matter. So genuine understanding, it widens our perspective. It gives us room to extend patience and grace. Because when you can understand someone, then you can begin to empathize with them. Or in a situation, if you thought, I interviewed for this position, I had my second interview and went well, I know I believe in God for this position, I prayed, this is mine. And then you get the email or the call that you didn't get it. And in that moment, that's real hurt, that's disappointment. And God forbid your finances are low and you were really depending on it. So everything inside of you at that moment starts to question, do I believe what I really believe? Is God really going to provide for me? Am I missing something here? Is it really worth me pursuing my dreams? Is this really worth it? And in that moment, you have to go back to what's true. Yes, embrace what you feel, but you can't stay there. It's time to go back to what is true and stand on that truth. So the insight, the understanding, and then you can say, you know what? This was a wonderful opportunity because number one, it helped me realize that the very thing that I'm believing for exists. And this prepares me for my next opportunity. And I had the courage to go after it. So although I didn't get it this time, it's affirmation that what it is that I'm desiring does exist. There are doors that can and will be open. And now I have some foresight, whether it was an interview, you got to ask questions, you got to inquire a little bit deeper. And so now you have more knowledge to take with you as you continue your journey forward, going after what's yours. And so I hope that encourages someone today. The mission of Life Coaching 360 is to help you heal from the inside out, to live free and thrive. Again, for this month of October, which is almost over, I can't believe it, but we are extending 4 45-minute coaching sessions for $500 and 2 45-minute coaching sessions for $250. You can access our contact information on Instagram at lifecoaching360.org, Facebook at lifecoaching360.org, and then the website at lifecoaching360.org. It is an honor, you guys. It's not just a tagline. It really is an honor from the bottom of my heart to be able to be a bridge that leads you from where you are to where you want to be. And I hope that these messages are truly impacting your life in a positive way, that you can take these tools and these resources and put them in your life box so that you can use them and apply them daily. If you want more encouraging messages, I encourage you to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Connect with me every weekday on Facebook Live and Instagram Live. And if you missed the live feed or if you ever want to watch it again, you can access it on YouTube at Life Coaching 360. Take this day. Enjoy this day. Embrace your greatness and shine. I believe in the excellence of you. I want you to enjoy this day and continue to shine. Thank you guys, and I'm excited to connect with you on tomorrow.